Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome to the new Imaginarium Theater in Genshin Impact. It is the new permanent combat event, similar to the Spiral Abyss, and it does have some very good rewards here, as you can see. If you clear everything, you can get a lot of Primo Gems, so it's definitely something that you're going to want to do every month. When it resets on the 1st, you have one full month to do it, and in order to get the maximum rewards, you will need to clear it on hard mode, get all the way through Act 8. So I figured what we would do here is I would just do kind of a run through. I have already cleared this for the month, but I thought I would run through again, kind of just show you guys some of the characters I use, maybe give you some inspiration of what characters and group setups you want to use on your own, and go from there. So starting off, you do have to use these characters to start. If you do not have the characters, or you don't have them sufficiently built, then you can use the trials. I do happen to have most of these characters built up pretty well, but I do not have a Toma or a Kuki, so we're going to use those trials, and we're going to start with these 6 characters. And then you have your support cast that you can do up to 12 characters here. So again, this is going to vary based on which characters you have built and you know, which ones you want to use, but they do have to match the Pyro, Anemo, or Electro elements, with the exception of these special guest stars, which you will need to have this character. There are no trial characters for these. You need to have your own character built if you want to use them. I'm not going to be using this one here. You could also potentially invite some support characters from people on your friends list, but I'm not going to be doing that either. So this is the team I'm going with. The runs end up being a little bit random. Oh, might help if I selected the characters, huh? The order doesn't seem to matter. It's going to be random which characters you can add to your party as you go, as well as what buffs you get and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it with this setup here and see how it goes. So you basically get to pick your battles. It'll show you the enemies here, opponents that you're going to have to fight, and the performance details up at the top here. What bonuses you can get. So I do like to try to go for the star challenge, get all 8 stars, and you can get extra of the flowers to buy more buffs if you complete the bonus objectives as well. So you'll want to take a look and figure out which setup is going to be good for taking out these enemies, and then pick the easier battle. And then you can spend your flowers on certain buffs or new companions. In this case, we happen to get a free mystery catch. Now, you can refresh these random events. You get 2 of them to start, but we're going to just go with this mystery catch because it's free and see what we get. Okay, so can reset the mystery catch event, or no more. Oh. So it's nice to get 1 free boon, but after completing this event, no more alternate cast members will join the principal cast. That's not good, I don't think, because we are going to need more characters to finish this whole thing. So we're just going to go with that. That's fine. Okay, and now at the start here again, we have the principal cast, these 6 characters. So with that setup, what is going to be the best group for them to take out? I think actually I'm just gonna go with this one. Yeah, let's start with this. Kind of figuring stuff out as we go here, but anyway, we're gonna enter and pick our party. So what I like to do is use the trial characters first, because they tend to be weaker than like my built characters. And beyond that, now Wanderer and Farazan go incredibly well together because of Farazan's anima debuff, and the way that I have the Wanderer built is like a hyper carry. So that's actually a really solid team. I think I'm going to save them for later, which means we're stuck just using Clorinde and Arlecchino. Now, what I'd also like to do, there we go, is show you guys as I'm using the characters, kind of just how they're built real quick. So, you know, not all these characters are like super amazing. Some of them are better than others. I will just quickly go through. You can go ahead and pause and look at the stats on the artifacts if you would like. And I'll just show you the characters that I'm using, so that if you wanted to go through and do a similar setup, you should know kind of what you're aiming for. So there's the Arlecchino, here's the Clorinde, there's the stats, there's the weapon, artifacts again, just real quick. Going with the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy set. not the best artifacts in the world on most of these characters. Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that. I don't even remember where we left off. That's a disaster already. Okay, well anyway, I think that's all the artifacts. So you can just see how she's built. No constellations, there's the talents, and then the trials, the trials are the same for everyone, so I'll just quickly show you what they have. I find them to be not particularly good. And this is an event that definitely seems to favor having a lot of your own characters versus using these trials. I'm not sure how far you'd be able to get without, you know, some pretty good characters, but anyway, let's get going here, see how it goes. So, I skipped a little intro, and we have to defeat 9 enemies, hopefully within 75 seconds, and kill 2 with normal attacks. So, there we go. Just skill burst. I don't even know why I'm wasting time with these trial characters, but we'll do that. Let's just dump Corinne's skill here. And hopefully I can get that bonus objective with her normal attacks, which I did. Normal burst. I should take care of most of these like that. Nope, one more. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we'll go to Arlecchino. Hold B, get her into doing fire attacks here. At least Pyro debuff these guys if nothing else, so we can switch to Corinne for Overload. Let's just burn her first. Get her skill back online. Yeah, everything's just kind of melting here. Because it's the early stages and it's easy. Pyro debuff, switch to Corinne, go for some overloads here. If we don't get hit, oh my gosh. Out of stamina. Whoops. Uh-oh. Only got 6 seconds to finish this guy off. So. Alright, there we go. Alright, not the best there, but we got all the bonus objectives, and we got the stars, so that's good. So, we do get an extra character added, which is Venti, which is going to go well with Farzan and Wanderer. And for whatever reason, it makes me go back to the lobby every time. I can't just go straight to the next stage. I don't know why, but anyway. Can do this. That'll put us back here. Now, I could buy some boons. I am a little unsure, to be honest, if these boons last for the whole entire thing, or if they only are good for that one stage. So what I've been doing is saving them for the end, just in case they're only good for that one stage. I tried to look it up and I could not find an answer, so let's just see what we got here. Elemental and physical damage bonus after defeating an opponent. Regain HP and elemental. Alright, so we'll go with this one. I'm going to hope that it just stays for the whole entire thing here, but in case it is only per act, I'm probably going to wait to buy more to the end. But anyway, let's look for the next battle here. Probably not going to do that one because of their shields. These are just Vishaps. That's pretty easy. So I'll go with this one. Now, I'm actually pretty close to having like a full Anemo team available to be used with Venti and Wanderer and Farzan. So I'm going to save them. Definitely just going to burn through the 2 charges of the trials here. So you can see that little zigzag lightning bolt. That's their fervor, I think it's called. You can only use each one twice, essentially, unless you get a boon that increases their fervor. So just want to get them out of the way since I don't want to use them on the harder stages. And then I guess we're just going to have to burn through Clorinde and Arlecchino here. Although they are both fairly powerful. I may want them for later stages, but we're just going to go for it. So, again, there's not really any point in doing anything with these trial characters, but we do that for some kind of free damage. Just go for some overloads with Arlecchino here. Their skill. Oh, that guy dodged. See if I can get a few more big hits in. Oh, God, he's all over the place. I should have looked at the bonus objective too, triggering swirl reactions. But I did not. Let's swap here.
Time to testify.
There we go. Burst. Boom. Back to Arlecchino. He does quite a bit of damage with a high bond of life. And we can just basic attack this guy down pretty much. I'll burst at the end just for some flourish. There you go. Alright, so that one was easy. I probably should have looked at the bonus objective, and I could have run the Anemo team to get the extra 20 flowers, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Did do it quick enough to get the extra flowers, so that's good. And we get a Diluc added to the team, which isn't particularly useful the way that I have them set up, but Maybe for you it will be. So we have the boss battle next. It's always going to be this boss, the Jade Plume. So actually probably would have been nice to save Arlecchino for that, honestly. But let's see if we could pick a boon maybe to make this a little easier. So if I hit them with skills off field, get a Radiant Blade for physical damage, Shockwave, if I have enough elemental energy, if I have 70% elemental energy, just if I hit an opponent, which is pretty good. That one would have been good if I had Arlecchino, but again, I don't. So, okay, let's just take... I don't really have a lot of off-field. Let's do this, because I'm going to end up having to do the Anemo team, so I guess Farazan can trigger that, is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I don't have the best team for this. I could select a new companion. You see the little Pyro symbol there, so... yeah, I would be selecting a Pyro member. But I think we're just going to go like this. I kind of want to burn the charges on Diluc early because he's not one of my strongest units. So this should be good. I'll show you what I got going on here again, just real quick. So we're going to do, it's going to go Farazan, Venti, and then Wander, and then Diluc's just kind of here. I honestly don't even think I'm going to use him. But let's take a look. How do I do that? There we go. Again, just real quick at the characters, just so you could kind of see what builds I have. Again, maybe give you some idea of what you may want to try to run for this, since you are limited to Anemo, Pyro, and Electro characters. So this is the Farazan build. I basically have her C6, very important. I have her as just kind of like a debuffer for Anemo damage. And then we have Venti, who is good for grouping enemies up and doing some Anemo damage. Fortunately, on a boss fight like this, it's not going to be particularly useful because there's not a lot of enemies to group up. Although when he does spawn his little extra enemies, it could be useful to blow him up a little bit quicker. But that's Venti. And then Wander, who is, you know, look at that crit damage right there. So he is built quite nicely. Could definitely be a lot better, but he does a lot of damage, especially if I do the debuff with Farazan. So I'll just show you the artifacts there. Again, not perfect. None of these characters are like super best in slot built, but probably get the job done. I'll just show you Diluc here real quick. I don't really use for anything besides mining, so he's not very well built. You can see the purple artifacts here. Not the best, but maybe I could just throw up some pyro damage with him. He's C2 for whatever that's worth, just from losing 50/50s quite a lot. And there you go. Alright, so let's give this a shot. Oh, I don't know why that reset, but you know what, I'm actually going to go with Diluc first. I'll get some pyro application, and then I can swirl it like this. I think will be the plan. Yeah, so if I can defeat him after his activated state, I'll get 20 extra flowers, but I'm really less concerned with that. I want to make sure to just defeat him within 80 seconds for the flowers. So here we go. You know, I'll just throw out burst, get that little bit extra damage in. For Farazan, skill burst, Venti, skill burst, and then we go right to Wander, skill, and we just spam, charge attack, dodge. Not doing as much as I was hoping. Right at the end here, we'll just throw out burst, and then we'll just kind of repeat the cycle. So let's actually do this, get a little bit extra energy, waiting for burst, so they are, burst, and back to Wander, make sure I'm not getting hit here. Good charge attacks, nice dodge there, and not really doing enough damage. It's kill him in time, so let's see here. Throw up a burst and get some more energy again. Energy. Come on, give me burst. Burst. Venti burst. Uh-oh, it's gonna be close. Back to Wander. Oh no, I canceled his skill somehow. That's a little bit rough. Let's go back up. Here we go. 15 seconds. A lot of damage here. Oh, shit. Should dodge that. Oh no. 6 seconds. I'm gonna get it. Throw out the burst, maybe. Retribution. Nope. Okay. So we ran out of time to get the extra flowers. So I'm just gonna restart that there. I could do that with that team pretty easily. Just messed up quite a bit. So anyway, here we go. Again, let's just start with the burst. And then we'll go, skill burst. And skill burst.
Can get away.
Straight and wander. Get all of the charge attacks off. See if I dodge that. I'm gonna get a lot more damage than if I don't. So that's kind of where I messed up last time. I did it again here, so. Let's see, again, energy from the skills, and then burst.
Time for takeoff.
That's wander. So that's a dodge. Let's go with charge attacks, dodge. Right at the end here, I want to burst. Doing a little bit better this time. Back to Luke. Just get a little bit of extra energy from his skill. Throw out his burst for the Pyro application. Free damage. Skill. I don't think that's going to give me enough energy. I'll give it just enough. Perfect. So we'll do that.
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Get his burst out. And here we go. Charge attacks, where all the damage comes from. Make sure I dodge. So I'm not losing uptime on my damage. Oh no, it's going to be close again. Alright, well, let's see if I can quickly get in one more rotation here. Skill.
Time for takeoff.
I'm just going to have to go straight to burst. Oh, 1 second. No. I don't know if you saw that in the top left there. It said 0 seconds. And his health was so low. I'm just going to do it one more time to make sure I get it. I might have gotten it there, but I was half a second off than when it counted. So here we go. Again, just burst. Skill burst. Skill burst. Skill. Charged attacks. There we go. Some nice crits. Again, I didn't dodge that. That's where I'm losing. That extra little hit I need. I have to burst right at the end. It's a little unfortunate. That's alright. Do that for some free energy. Skill. You know what? I'm just going right into another one of these while the energy comes up this time. And we're right on pace. Yeah, I'm not doing enough damage. So we're just going to burst, and then we're going to get the debuffs going here. Skill burst. You know what? I'm actually going to throw out burst, Luke, Pyro. Now, can swirl a little bit of extra Pyro in. 900 extra damage, I guess, but there we go. That's pretty good. It's getting low. Let's get some more energy. Here we go. Farzan's already ready. See if we can get Venti ready now that he's debuffed. Yeah, we got this time for sure. And here we go. With the charged attacks from Wander's skill. 10 seconds to go. Uh-oh. It's getting close again. Just throw out the burst right at the end. That should do it. Alright, good. We're done. Okay. A little bit closer than I would have liked, but, you know, we got the flower. And we get Jingling added. She is very powerful on this, from what I've found. So, alright, let's continue here. So, we gotta pick our next battle. Now, I could invite, what is that, any character that I want? Choose one character from 6 random characters. That could be good. It is 100 flowers, though I'd kind of rather save the flowers for the boons, which, again, I'm still not sure if they last for just that round or for the entire event. It doesn't say. So, let's just see what we got here. You know what? For the Anemo team, this is like the perfect setup because I can group them all up really well with these guys. So I think we'll just go with that and we'll save the boons for later. That would be okay for like one of my teams that has a better kind of main DPS. So, all right, we'll just go with this. Lock it in. Now, I do have 2 rewinds, so if I don't like what I see, I can always rewind back to that stage and pick something different, but we'll go with this. So I'm going to save Jinglian, however you say it, for later. I'm just going to burn that charge onto Luke again because I don't really want him for anything else, and then we're just going to go with like the full Anemo team. I do have to protect the monolith here as well. If I could defeat 30 opponents, I'll get the star. That might be rough, but we'll see how this goes. So, starting, throw out the burst, maybe group them up a little bit like that, and let's get them debuffed. Anemo, come on, Venti, get all these guys grouped up, and then Wander's just gonna melt them if they're not already dead. Whatever's over there is being taken care of just by Venti's burst. Take care of this little group here. Again, throw out burst, keep these guys grouped up. Get the Farzan debuff going right here. Get skill for energy, Venti, skill for energy, and burst into Wanderer. This is like overkill. They're just that rotation alone is dealing with them all. Wanderer's not even getting a ton of value here doing it like this, but throw this burst right at the end. At least he is getting the buff from Farzan. Now, just kind of rinse and repeat this rotation. Do burst, skill burst. Let's try to get these grouped up on the elites here. There we go, perfect. Now with those two grouped up like that, watch Wanderer just melt them. That's perfect. And then we're back to the same kind of little groups. We only have to do 6 more enemies. So, her burst isn't up, so I'll just throw this out.
Have fun with this gift.
Throw out her burst for debuff. Get these guys grouped up. That should take care of that. And then Wanderer should be able to just get the last couple we need here. Yep, we're at 30. Monolith health is fine. You can see every time I defeat an enemy, it drops the remaining timer up at the top there for how long you have to defend. So that was actually pretty quick. That was very easy. So that's good. Unfortunately, I lose like my whole Anemo team there. So going forward, I'm going to have to get a little creative with kind of what actual teams I could use. Now, I will have to recruit some companions, because currently I only have 2, and that's going to be really tricky. So, I think that I have Hu Tao and Jingling, so this is actually probably pretty good for them. So let's see who else I can get. This is going to get me another Anemo character. I think it's, I think it's Kazua is the only Anemo character I have left. Since I have 2. Oh yeah, Sucrose. It might be better to burn Sucrose early, save Kazua for later for his Elemental Mastery buff. So I think that's actually what I'll do. And then I'm going to need a 4th character, so let's just do random, see what we get. Ah, dude, this is like a nice team. Other than the fact that Bennett heals Hu Tao, which isn't good, but his like damage buff is nice. My Yoimi is fairly built, so she could work fairly well here too. You know what, I'm just going to... Yeah. It's a totally random companion. This one has to be Pyro. Let's just do that. Oh, there's only 1 Pyro left, so that's not going to work. So it's going to have to just be random. Kazua or Yoimiya? Let's go with Kazua here. Getting low on flowers, though. I don't have the option to select any more characters unless I refresh, which I'm not going to waste right now. So let me look here. I got these big guys. Or I got these slightly smaller mechanical guys. So let's think about what team we're gonna use here. I don't want to use Bennett with Hu Tao is the only thing. I want to save Bennett's buff for later too, probably. So if I'm gonna do a Hu Tao team, it's a little risky with no shields or healing, but I guess we'll do it like this. You'll see here. This will make sense in a second. So once again, just going to quickly go through, show you the characters I'm going to be using here. So how do we do that? Like this. There we go. So Kazua, there you go. Weapon, just an Iron Sting. There's his artifacts. Viridescent Venerer. With all the stats, going pretty quick. Too quick to read, certainly, but if you really are that curious, you could just pause. Now, my Hu Tao is pretty well built. Nice crit damage, decent crit rate. She does have the Staff of Homa, and her artifacts right here. Crimson Witch with a Pyro Goblet, I believe that is. So, there you go. No Constellation. There's her talents. Now, Sucrose is actually fairly built, C6. I used her a lot at the start of the game, but I haven't really since then, so as you can see, some of her artifacts are a little lacking, but is what it is. Sacrificial Fragments, total stats, there you go. And the Jingling. She's pretty built too. The Catch. There you go. Artifacts. Again, not the best, but she does very good damage with her burst regardless, which is nice. C6 and talents. Okay. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to do... let's go like this order, maybe. I think that kind of rotation will make sense. Alright. Group them up.
Into the wind.
Get the burst out for the EM. Get this rocking. And then just use Sucrose to keep them
Anemo
grouped.
hypostasis emulation.
Oh yeah, they're melting before I even get to Hu Tao, so I'm gonna use Hu Tao now. Getting a lot of pyro damage here. Gonna go for charged attack cancels, which is a little rough because I don't have her stamina reduction constellation, but there you go. It's all pyroed up. Let's kind of rinse and repeat this, see if we get enough energy. Get that burst out. Oh, just a little short on energy. I'm actually gonna save her burst to use over here. So we'll hit these guys, and then again, Sucrose just gonna swirl everything. Get her burst out to get it grouped up. It should just melt here, but we have Hu Tao for kind of cleanup duty. Just to charge through these things. Now that her health is getting a little bit lower, she's gonna do even more damage. So let's do another grouping up here. Xingling again is a little bit short on energy, so see if we can't build a little bit there. Perfect burst. Another Hu Tao. Cleanup duty. Oh man, it's gonna be a little bit tight. You gotta do 11 more enemies. Back to the start of the rotation of enemies, back to these little guys, which die pretty quick, especially with that big swirl of pyro there. Let's just throw this out here. Let's get her burst out. It's getting tight on time. It's gonna have to be Hu Tao doing some big damage here to make up what we need to. She might die. It's not even the end of the world if she does, but man, with her health that low, she's gonna start trucking. So let's just try to kind of get it grouped up for her. I'm not gonna be able to do Sucrose's burst here. Screw it. Hu Tao skill. She died. Shoot, I only gotta do 4 more enemies though, so let's group it up. If I can get one more burst here from Jingling, that's gonna take care of it for me. Got 8 seconds to get this one guy. Get the swirl, there you go. So 30 enemies defeated for the star. In time, just barely. But that worked out pretty well, so. Alright. Let's keep it going. And we get our Raiden. Now, I have a boss fight next. And I don't have the best team for it, to be honest. So this is the double Vishap boss fight here. You know what, actually, if I just use those same 4 that I used last time, they're going to melt. I'm just wondering if I want to save their energy. So let's see, I'm going to need 2 more companions after this anyway. So, oh, I literally can't. Okay, I don't know what just happened there.
Let's go out and play.
See, it's saying it's not allowing me to select when it was the Pyro one, because I only had 1 remaining, and it was a choice of 2. But then it refunded me 25 flowers of the 80 that I spent, and it gave me the 1 character anyway. Is that what happened? I'm not sure, but why don't we just select our companions now, because we are going to need them eventually. Sino
Ready to do my
would be
utmost.
good as a main DPS. And then let's see what we get from this mystery catch, because we could use a buff for this potentially. Oh, stores 1 vigor. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, not really the one that I wanted, because I don't have, without his other Anemo teammates to buff him, he's not as good, but he's decent. I can make him work with some teams. And then, why don't we just go? Why don't we just go? How about that? Okay. So I got 90 seconds to defeat the 2 of them. Honestly, should not be a problem with the team I'm thinking of using, so let's see what we got here. Alright, now this would be a good time to use Bennett. I think I'm going to save him for the last 2 stages, though, for buffs. If he buffs Sino, that's some pretty good, like, main on-field DPS damage. So let's literally just do what we did last time. I kind of want to save Kazuha, too, for the buff, but I'm only going to get 1 more use out of him, so we're just going to run the same team we did last time, and everything should melt, and then I can... I mean, Yoimiya and Sino and Wander all being main DPS, and then only having 2 supports isn't the best. It almost might be worth just burning a charge on Yoimiya here and saving Kazuha to use Kazuha with Bennett. To like Kazuha, Bennett, Raiden, Sino would be a good team, because they're all going to buff. At least 2 are going to buff Sino for main DPS, and then she's going to battery him to get his burst back quicker. And I may need that for the last boss. You know what, that is what I'm going to do. Which might make this a little tougher, and there's really no point in doing Hu Tao and Yoimiya together, because they're both on-field main DPS. But I don't know what, you know what? I'm just going to burn that charge on Wander. He doesn't have a ton of other uses. I'm going to save her. for one of the next 2 stages. Although she doesn't really work well with Bennett, so you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I know I'm thinking out loud here. This is where it gets tough, is towards the end. You know, when you have to have very limited characters to choose from to actually make your team. So, alright. It's gonna be... I'm getting no buffs, so yeah, so it's gonna be Jingling first, and then Swirl into one of these 2 as main DPS. That's just what we're gonna have to do, so here we go. Let's get the burst up, try to hit both of them. Sucrose, get her burst up for swirls. Let's go Hu Tao first. You know what? We're doing this. We use Hu Tao's skill to start getting her health low, since she does more damage when it's low. And we'll come back to her after. Oh, I don't have any stamina, so I can't dodge. That was really bad. Oh my gosh, it's all a disaster. So I'll use her skill there, just to get her health low. And we'll use Waimia. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, that's... Ignore that. Pretend that never happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Jingling and Sucrose, and then we're just going to use Hu Tao's skill to get her health low, and then we're going to use Yoimiya as our main DPS, and we're going to repeat that rotation 2 or 3 times until Hu Tao's really low on health, and then we'll use her as the main DPS instead of Yoimiya, since her health will be low, she'll do way more damage, is how that works. So anyway, let's give that another shot. I gotta remember to save stamina to dodge that attack, that's why I died there, so that was just double me, but... Skill burst, forgot to burst on Jingling, let's do that now. Hu Tao's skill to get her health low, Yoimiya gonna burst, and then throw up her skill, and then we just main DPS basic attack here. I have no stamina to dodge again. Oh my lord. This is kind of a disaster. Keep it going. Do a little on field with Hu Tao here. Alright, here comes their thing that I'm gonna have to save stamina for to dodge. Yep, there it is. Anything else, I can just spread the damage around a little bit. Like so. Let's get this burst up. Yoimiya is like right about to die. Let's just get any extra free damage I can get out of here. Oof. Switch her out just in time. Which one's got more health? It's this one over here, yeah? Yeah. So Hu Tao's coming over here. Really low on health, will do a lot of damage. Back to Jingling. Swirl for energy. Oh, this is risky leaving her out. Yeah. Alright, alright. This is not the best team, to be honest. I thought I'd be doing a bit more damage than this, but I think we can make it work, and if not, I can always just switch the characters, but I think I do want to just burn the charges on these characters here. Although it is really nice having Jingling for the... Jingling? I'm sorry, I'm always saying all these names wrong, you have to forgive me, but it's nice to save her for the final boss, honestly, so... I wonder if just using Wanderer makes any sense. It really doesn't. This is not the best setup here. Like, I can make a couple really good teams, but I'd rather save the really good teams for the final boss rather than use them here, so... You know, I'm just gonna give it another shot like this. If it doesn't work out, we'll switch it up probably, so... There we go. Boom boom. Skill and burst. Skill, burst. Skill for energy. Hu Tao. Get a couple hits in before I switch. Yoimiya, burst. Over to skill. Now this is where I need to get damage in while dodging. Come on. Not doing as much as I wanted. Back here. Gotta build some energy. Hu Tao can get some damage in, and use her burst to heal. That's the only way I can heal through that, really. Eat those hits to get her health low. Actually, it works out. Back to Jingling. Sucrose, nowhere near enough energy. Get this burst online. And back to Yoimiya main DPS. Not close enough to hit with the burst. Come on, get in there. Not enough stamina to dodge. Oh, this is gonna be a little rough here. Come on, I need to get this burst online. Everybody's so low. I only got 30 seconds. I might be able to do it. I'm kind of just chilling here. I want to get this burst online and do like a nice full rotation, so let's do that. Do that. Let's do this. Get the burst. Come on, burst. There we go. Jingling's burst would be great here, but I don't have it. I think they're draining my energy. This electric one is. Yeah, it's not quite gonna work. I still think I can get it like that. I don't want to sit here beating my head against a wall. I know that's not exciting content, but let's try it like this one more time here. Skill burst.
Absorption test.
skill and burst.
Swirl. Mark 2.
With a skill and a Hu Tao. Get some free-ish damage in here. One new burst. Pick that up for extra damage. Alright. Here comes the big damage. Let's have it on Hu Tao, because again, she does more damage with low health. Plus, at the end here, I can just burst. Let's get a lot of that back. This guy's getting low. The problem is I have to kill them both at the same time or they heal, so...
Nice and spicy. Stand clear. Anemo test.
Start getting some more energy here. She doesn't even know what to do. Just gonna go for some main DPS damage. If I can actually get her skill on them. I don't know. Alright, this isn't gonna work. I mean, I'm sure I could make it work. I just don't want to sit here for half an hour suffering. So let's go with a slightly better team. We'll do what we have to do to get through this and worry about the rest later. So this will definitely be Bennett. And Kazuha would certainly buff the hell out of him. But again, I think I want to save Kazuha for that last boss. So I'll use Sucrose instead. And then after buffed, certainly this is going to be a lot of damage. And then our main DPS would be... You know, I think we could actually use Yoimiya. So the main difference is just getting the extra damage from Bennett, plus the healing is going to kind of trivialize this, I think. So
Off we go.
let's go with this. Skill burst, get the extra damage online, get her burst going for the EM, and then, you know what, let me restart real quick. I don't know if you saw that, but that attack reduced my energy, so I couldn't burst with Jingling and Snapshot Bennett's attack buff, which would have been a ton of damage, so let's do that a little bit quicker maybe, so that doesn't happen. There we go, skill burst, skill Jingling burst right there, perfect. Now go Yoimiya. Get the attack buff from Bennett, and get her skill online, and yeah, we're doing a lot of damage now. Okay, we're just going to keep it even, and we can always heal up from Bennett. So there we go, get another one of his bursts online, get some free energy here from Sucrose, back to Jingling, and Yoimiya should heal up while being in the circle, so let's get her skill online. Okay, here comes the big damage though, so I gotta be a little careful. Switch, there we go. Back to Bennett, looking to get his burst up real quick so that I can get that on Jingling's burst. There we go. Jingling's burst, skill, Sucrose, double hit right there, back to Yoimiya. And I gotta shred this ice one to keep their health even. Just going down quick, I'm getting healed, put that up for extra damage. Oh no. Ooh, I gotta kill this one quick now before the other one resurrects. Shoot. Alright, so I did not mean to kill that lightning one just yet. I wanted to get them a little bit closer in health so that the other one didn't revive. But I had a ton of time left, so the damage is much better with this group. So let's just try to keep them a little more even here. Same thing. Skill burst, skill, switch, burst. Skill while I'm still in the attack buff. Let's get the skill online. Start hitting this one. Ice one's just gonna melt. And get one more on the lightning dude here. Keep moving. This is about to end. Let's get that extra attack buff. Let's get a new burst online from Bennett. Except I got hit by that attack to drain my energy again. I missed. Just energy farming for a second here. Gotta dodge. Let's just go burst online here. I can heal through this. Almost gonna get this burst up. There it is. Snapshot with the extra damage from Bennett. And we can do Yoimiya's skill with Bennett's buff and Jingling's a little chilly there. Alright, I got plenty of time, so I'm really kind of just chilling here. Just want to keep their health even. And do it like this. I lost the bonus, but it's alright. That guy's getting pretty low. Let's hit this other guy over here. Okay, if we're gonna group up. Nope, they did not group up. Only got 15 seconds. It's not great. That's burst, not quite ready. Jingling's burst is gonna do a ton of damage. We'll just go Yoimiya. Use her basics. 4, 3, 2, 1. Did we get it? It said 0. Oh my god, we got it with 0 seconds left. Holy cow. Alright, that works. Get Fischl, which actually kind of works with Raiden and Sino for an Electro battery team to give him energy, so that's cool. I think I want to save the flowers for boons, to be honest, for the last boss, so let's see what we got here. That one kind of stinks because they're up in the air, and I don't quite have the team to deal with that. I don't think. So let's go with this one. I think I have 2 rewinds if I need to. I can come back and reset this or the last boss or the last boss. So let's go with this one. Alright, let's see what we want to use here. So, whoops. These are what we're fighting. Now for the last boss, I definitely want Bennett. I think I want Kazuha too, although it would be nice to be able to group them up with him. I think I'm just going to go with kind of like an Electro team here, so it'll be... it would be really good to have one of these two for like an initial buffer, because Sino's going to be on field, Raiden's going to be after Sino's burst ends, so I really don't have room for another on-field DPS. It really wants one of these 2 buffers. So I guess I'll just go with Kazuha. So it'll be Kazuha into Official for her Electro buff and batterying, into Sino for main DPS, into Raiden for extra battery before we go back to that whole rotation. So, alright, let me just show you the characters that I haven't shown you yet real quick. We got Raiden here. Skyward Spine, not her signature weapon, but a nice 5-star weapon. And her artifacts here. There you go. No constellations, unfortunately. And there's her talents. There you go. Now, as far as Official goes, there's the stats. She only has the stringless. I do have a Thundering, whatever it's called. Yoimiya's signature weapon, but it's not fully leveled up yet. Once it is, I'll be using that on her instead. But there you go. She's kind of built for more of a main DPS than a support role, but she ends up working as a support role too. So there you go, C6, there's your talents. And then Sino, again, not like wonderfully built, but he does alright. Got the Primordial Jadewing Spear. There's the artifact set, Electro bonus, crit damage. And Elemental Mastery, which would be great if I had a signature weapon, which I don't. No constellations, there's the talents. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're gonna group them up, hopefully right here. Grouped. Get Officials out. We're just gonna go straight into Sino's burst. See how much damage we can do here. Not as much as I was hoping, so just keep it going. I only have to defeat 6 opponents, and I have quite a bit of time to do it, so hopefully this works. I'm gonna get at least one more skill out of this burst. Oh no, I missed. Oh shoot. Oh, what is going on? Crap. Alright, well, this is where we need a battery with Raiden anyway. So let's do that. Back to Kazuha.
One with nature.
Go like this. I'm just gonna use his burst right here. Back to Official. Into Sino. Alright, that's 3 down. There's 3 more. Okay. Sino's dead. I kind of knew that was gonna happen. We're just gonna restart it here. So ideally I can get those first 3 down on Sino's first burst and then get the second 3 down on his second burst is kind of the idea here. Hopefully this works. So let's try that again. Really need him grouped up well, and I need Sino to not get knocked back like right in there. So burst, skill. No, I'm just going to burn the extra burst there. Then we go Sino. Then we go burst. And there we go. This is as good as it's going to get for damage. Again, would love to get them grouped up. So I'm getting like damage on both of them. There we go. That's perfect. Come on, a little more. A little more on this one. This burst is about to be over. That's it. Maybe we can finish off this one with Raiden then.
Torn to oblivion.
So burst, battery for Sino there. Looks like his burst is already online. This is the official battery, so... if I can just get this guy dead, so that Kazuha's burst can hit this new group, that would be ideal. Go like that, do this. And again, try to get all this grouped up right here. It's gonna be tight. I don't know how this is gonna work. We'll go for it. Again, try to hit all these with his burst. Oh, that guy's melting right here. That's good. Oh, Sino's dead because I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's try once more. I think this will work. So I'll go like this. Group them up. Yeah, let's go official first. Just like this real quick.
No rest for the wicked.
I messed that up. Let me restart. Sorry. Okay. I want to get the Electro on them a little bit sooner before I do Kazua's, so I'll do this just to group them up.
Into the wind.
Official, into skill, into burst, into Kazua, into burst, into Sino, into burst.
Sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due.
Now things are melting. This is good. Again, I want to be hitting both of these with his skill every time it's up, like that.
Penance is due.
Ah, shoot. Now they're apart, but
They stand condemned.
pretty low. Come on, give me one more skill here. Perfect. And then Raiden's gonna finish this guy off, no problem. Just like this. Go for burst, battering everyone, get her skill back online. And there we go. Okay, now this is perfect, so I can group them up with Kazua now. Do the same thing, official, skill, burst, over to Sino, skill, burst.
Is upon us.
And then we just melt just like we did the first time. Oh god, I gotta make sure I'm dodging though. He's taking a lot of damage. Alright, that's one, just one left. 30 seconds, no problem. One more skill here, boom. And potentially one more, come on.
They
There.
stand condemned.
Alright, did it. Okay. Whew. Getting pretty tense here. Alright, we get Kaching, who I have kind of reasonably built, but she's not the best. I really have her set up for aggravate teams, and I don't have any Dendro characters here, so... good news is, for this last boss fight here, we can go ahead and just spend all of our flowers on boons. So let's see what we get. Overload. That may actually be something I go for here. I am going to use Bennett, so I will get healing. Oh, this is all element. Oh, gain a bonus after triggering overload. Yeah, let's go with this one because Bennett's going to heal, so that's more elemental skill damage, which is going to be decent, I guess, depending on who my main DPS is. Let's just go with the rest of them here. Same one. Ooh. Okay, so these are both really good because I'm probably going to be using a Pyro main DPS here. This one's like perfect for Hu Tao, so let's go with that. And then, you know, let me look and see what team I'm thinking of using here. So again, Bennett and Hu Tao is just not great because Bennett heals Hu Tao, which you don't want to do because you want her to have low health to do more damage. So I'll probably do Bennett. You know what? Bennett, Fischl, Yoimiya, and Raiden, I guess makes sense. With Yoimiya being the main DPS, because Pyro characters have an advantage. It's good for melting the ice shield off of them. Plus, I can go for these Pyro boons that I seem to keep getting. So let's think about that. Enough critical hits. They'll do a shockwave. Yoimiya does crit a lot. I don't really need energy regen if I'm using Raiden as a battery, and I have no one with Bond to Life, so we go with that one. And then one more boon. That's not gonna help because it's just one boss. And wait, what? There's just flat 3% damage plus an extra 3% for each point of vigor in the party. That's gonna add up to be quite a lot, I think, so we'll go with that. Okay. This is it. I can always rewind if I need to, like, try this again, but this should work. Okay, so we're thinking, what did I say? I said Bennett into Fischl, into Yoimiya, into Raiden, I think makes the most sense for this. And I've already shown you all the stats on all those characters. I'll just show you Kaching Oh, never mind, we're going. Hit the wrong button. So let's get the buff up. Let's get battery going. Into Yoimiya. Just burn her burst. Get that shield off, go into her skill. Gotta make sure I'm dodging, although I can heal from quite a lot with Bennett. Alright. That's a good bit of damage. Let's just throw out some Raiden damage here until we wait for the shield to come back online. And then when the shield's online, yep, we're gonna switch to Bennett to break it off with pyro damage. That also gets the heal back online, which is nice. And then we can go to Yoimiya. Darn. Alright. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna be the rotation there. I think that's going to work fine. Again, let me just show you the Kaching, because I said I would. just to give you some ideas for how you may want to build characters. Crazy crit damage, not a ton of crit rate, only has the 4-star weapon. I'll show you the artifacts just real quick. Again, I'm not using her this round, but just so you can get a look at a Kaching. I had to switch things around. I had her built for like aggravate with Dendro characters, and then you can't use Dendro characters in this really, so I did switch it up just for this event. But anyway, I think this is the play here, so it'll be Bennett, skill for energy, into burst for buff, into Fischl, just gonna do skill first, and then burst just for like double damage plus battery, into swap out of Fischl's burst into Yoimiya to cancel it early, throw out her burst, hopefully burn off that shield if I time it right, and then go into her skill while still buffed by Bennett to just do as much basic attack damage as possible, and then just go into Raiden for like a big hit and a little bit of extra battery, and then rinse and repeat and hope I can kill everything in time. That's the play here, so here goes. Skill burst, skill burst, burst. So I didn't get the shield off there, but get some good damage in. And this should melt the shield pretty quick. Yeah, look at that thing just disappear. And I'm taking a lot of damage though. Shoot. So I'm gonna need to switch to have Bennett heal Yoimiya up for sure. Let's get the burst up so we can do that. Fishel's just gonna throw out her skill. Switch to Yoimiya. Wow. Awful timing there, just bad luck. Right when I switched to her, that hit was coming in, so she didn't get the tick of healing from Bennett. And I am going to switch one thing here. I am going to do what I just said, but I'm going to do Raiden first and get her skill online first, so that her burst is going to do more damage, because everybody else will have done their burst after, and that may also get it to line up a little bit better to where Yoimiya's burst is going to take off the shield. So we'll see what happens with that. Here we go.
There is no escape.
Skill up, skill burst, skill burst, Yoimiya burst. No, didn't quite get the shield, but I'll get it here. Getting some extra overload damage from this too. Gotta heal through these attacks. Wow, that hurts. Alright, so we're just going straight to Raiden. Put this damage in. And get ready to take the shield off of Bennett, hopefully. Yeah, like this. Like that. Back to Fischl. Darn, her burst isn't quite up. Get it right here, and get healed. Oh, please heal, please heal, please heal. Yep, good, great. Throw out her burst while it's buffed from Bennett. Back to Raiden. I don't know why I used her skill, she just bursted. She's in trouble. You know what, let's just do this. Let's get Bennett's burst up. A couple ticks on Raiden for healing. Switch to Fischl. Back to Yoimiya, come on, 2 ticks of healing, and then I'm good, yep. Now we're getting overloads with Raiden's skill. Yeah, let's go to Raiden, finish it off. Come on, don't let him shield again, just end it there. Boom. Okay. Alright, so that's the end. A little less than an hour. Obviously, I did a lot more talking and rambling and all that kind of stuff, but that is all 8 acts on hard modes. That's going to get you maximum rewards. All 8 of the little flowers for the bonus objective, that little thing at the bottom, defeat all opponents within 75 seconds. Got all 8 of those on each act. I guess we can let the credits roll here for a little bit, and I'll just ramble. But yeah, not even sure if I'm going to upload this. I didn't really want to make like a quote-unquote guide for this, because I'm just not knowledgeable enough, really. I just thought if I uploaded a run of me doing it on hard mode and getting all 8 stars, maybe it would help some people to just kind of, you know, get some inspiration about how they could do it. Again, if you haven't been playing this game for a long time and like you don't have a lot of like strong, well-built characters, I could see this being very difficult to do every month. It does give you incentive to do so though, and you do get a lot of Primo Gems every month. I haven't added them all up exactly, but it's well over 1,000 Primo Gems. It's like you almost can get a 10 wish out of this, so you know, maybe it incentivizes you to invest a little bit more in leveling up some of your other characters. Now, every month, the elements that you can use does change, so it can be a little hard to predict. Maybe you want to wait until it starts and see, you know, what characters are worth actually upgrading to use, but I do find it very fun. It is a cool event. I actually found it way more difficult than 12-starring the last floor of, 9-starring the 12th floor of the Spiral Abyss. But that's also because I didn't know that I should be using those boons. I was trying to save my flowers because I thought they were currency. But if you use those boons at the right time, they definitely seem to help. And there you go. Act 8, 8 flowers, and that's it. So, it's all for me. You know, let me know down in the comments if you have any questions or anything. Be happy to try to answer them. Once you do complete it, you can come over here and you can get some like extra poses. I've already bought all the ones that I can for right now, so apparently I can't do it. Maybe I can do it from here. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Talk to Wolfie, and then you get these little medals that you can buy, these poses that you can then, I don't know, take pictures of your characters and use them on your info card or whatever. I got this one for Raiden. I think that's pretty dope looking. The sword out like that. And then I just got this one for Jingling, because just a character that I use a lot. Just kind of peppy there. These other ones I found kind of boring, you know, just standing with the arms at the side, just standing. This one I kind of like. I just don't have any particular fondness for Jean, but I do like the little glowing dandelion there. And then this one too is, I don't know, I guess if you like him, you get the little popsicle pose there. But anyway, that's what you get from doing this, besides the Primo Gems. Nothing crazy, but again, the rewards that you get from this, as far as the Primo Gems and everything else, is quite insane. You can see right here, all the level up materials, some resin, all this kind of stuff. So that's how I did it. You know, your results may vary depending on what characters you have, but yeah, that's it. I can't even think of what else to say, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Peace.